That's the lucky number today on 55 and 5. Ian Riccaboni, Cary Silkin, our 5-minute wrestling history lessons based around the 1955 Parkhurst Wrestling trading card set. Cary, we had a fun one yesterday. We had Mr. Christie, a nice long career, who maybe looked a little older, and that led to an interesting discussion. We might not be seeing the people that are depicted on these cards.
Well, in the case of Joe Christie, I'm immediately going to be running to the Google machine to see some comparative pictures because I'm not saying I'm the greatest looking guy for my age, but to be in your late 30s and to look like that
raises some questions.
Yes.
Especially, I mean, I know fitness wasn't what it is now. You look at Kofi Kingston, who I believe is 38 or 39, the same age. I understand we know more about diet and exercise, but Mr. Christie has seen some things according to that photo. So, and then Ken Colley, we're still working on that mystery.
Well, let's see what we got today.
All right. We have a lot of proof that this man existed. And we even have proof that this is the man that he says he is on the card. Cary, your hint yesterday, 2 real brothers, 2 fake ones. One of his fake ones was even an announcer at one point, was a figurehead down in Texas.
Before you show it, my first thought was 5 brothers, and I'm thinking of the Dusek family.
Yes, absolutely. Would you like to wager? He's one of the real ones. Would you like to wager?
Emil?
That was one of the real ones. That's not. We'll get to him, but
Rudy.
That was one of the fake ones.
Okay, at least I'm
sorry. 3. He had 3 real brothers, 1 fake one. Rudy was real. I'm sorry, but it's
Joe.
Not. Joe was the fake one.
I'm 3 out of 3 here. I'm running out of Duseks. All right.
Let me correct the record. 3 real brothers, 2 fake ones. There's actually 6. Oh my God, there's 6 Duseks. This is Ernie.
Really?
This is Ernie. Wally. Wally's a fake one. This is Ernie. Ernie Dusek.
What a photo.
Yeah, that's a good action shot for back then, right?
Good action shot. Why they would Photoshop?
It made it a little more colorful.
Right, but why wouldn't they have the ring in the background? Ernie Dusek.
So I'll clear the record real quick. 4 total real brothers, Ernie, Emil, Rudy, Joe. They were known as the Riot Squad. And then the fake brothers are Wally and Frank. They were the fake Duseks.
Okay.
But they were real in the story, and they were kind of welcomed in.
For some reason, I'm thinking they came. All right, hold on a second.
Yep, trust your instinct. You've said it before, and you were right.
They came out of the Midwest.
Yep, and
Nebraska.
Yes, sir.
So all right. So I do remember early wrestling magazine story about the Dusek brothers, and. There was all kinds of Dusek brothers.
There's too many to count, as evidenced by our opening.
And they were in Nebraska and the Dakotas, and maybe Vern Gagne's territory. They had their own territory. They sort of had their own.
They helped do well. Interesting. They spread out eventually. They helped run Omaha. They helped run South Jersey. That wasn't
really.
Yeah, they helped run.
Let's hear this.
They helped run Camden at one point, and they actually were some of the earliest bookers of Buddy Rogers. So there you go, which I learned from Tim Hornbaker's book about Buddy Rogers. Encourage you to pick that up. But 6 total Duseks to clear the record. Ernie, Emil, Rudy, and Joe. They're the blood Duseks. The Duseks by name only were Wally and Frank. They're from Omaha, the 4 brothers, but they were big in the Northeast, and that's kind of where they got their run. Ernie's first big match was for the championship against Jim Londos.
So we're going way back.
32. Yeah, 1932, October of 32. He's regularly, I found a news article that says he was regularly a top 20 contender for the NWA World title in the 30s and the 40s. And do you want to venture a guess to which move he pioneered that a former Ring of Honor star used? And it was a very popular move. He now uses it in WWE.
Ooh.
That's a fun one. That would be the hint.
Well, it's hard to imagine these high-flying moves and these, I'm my head goes to, basic early wrestling moves of drop kicks or flying head scissors or I'm not even going to guess.
He was a pioneer of the big swing.
Really?
Yeah. He may not have invented it, but definitely one of the men that helped put the big swing, like
if you'd
Claudio.
given me the Claudio hint, I would have had to come up with it.
Yeah, one of the pioneers of that move. February 22nd, 1949, he becomes a part of the first Madison Square Garden card in 12 years. There's a 12-year blackout between 37 and 49, and he fought on that?
No idea.
Big match against Gorgeous George.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's big name. Frequently teamed with Joe Dusek, and they had rivalries with two other brother teams.
Well,
you could probably get them if you guessed.
The Stanley brothers?
No, that's a good guess. Big time in Japan. That's your hint for the one.
Oh, the Sharp brothers.
Sharp brothers, and then big lineage. They had there's two sons that came out of it.
The Guerreros?
No, Doug and Johnny Gilbert.
Okay.
So yeah, that was some of their main rivals. Like you said, they helped put Omaha on the map in the 50s, and later he didn't invent it, but he was one of the big users of the Boston Crab.
Okay.
So he kind of had a hand in popularizing two moves. May not have invented it, but credited with using it quite a bit. And his last big wrestling-related item was actually as a referee. So
that's not uncommon, though, because you see, I'm going to blank out on all these guys, but you see Bronco Lubrick,
right,
on the old World Class, who was a top wrestler. And then, he morphed into a referee. There was a guy in early WWF, Jack Davis. This is real minutia. But there's some more well-known ones. I just can't name them off the top of my head.
Not Randy Anderson, excuse me. Nick Patrick was the son of the assassin. And, excuse me, not the, why am I blanking on the name there? But he was he was a wrestler, then became a referee.
Don't forget not to forget, Cary. Danny Davis.
Danny Davis, yeah. Yeah, he was a wrestler and then referee and wrestler, and yeah. So absolutely, it comes and goes. And there's some good. We had a guy named Eddie Bandito Jr. in Monster Factory, who's now a great referee at NXT. So we had Jessica in NXT and WWE as a wrestler in Ring of Honor for quite a bit. And she's now in the World Wrestling, WWE. So yeah, it seems like that's kind of a nice transition. It's probably a little bit better for your body too over time, less wear and tear. But his last big wrestling related item, he refereed Vern Gagne defeating Fritz von Erich for the AWA Championship. And then that was pretty much it.
What year was that?
It was 63. Well,
hell of a career, hell of a family. I still think they could have picked a better picture.
Yeah.
Or
they shouldn't have wiped the background. That's so weird. That's weird.
What is that? You'll see the close up. Thanks to our producer AJ who does it. But what is that to the left?
It appears to be a steel beam that is a load bearing beam.
So strange.
That might be one of those Texas death matches we were talking about earlier. Going to the outside, but it's one of 6 brothers, 4 by blood, 2 by name, and the Dusek family. We're going to be hearing a lot more of them, as you can imagine, Cary.
Well, that was a good one, and thank you very much.
Yeah, so there you have it. Ernie Dusek. I'm sure we'll hear from Emil. I believe we're going to hear from Joe, and I don't know if Rudy's in the set, but we might get to Rudy. We'll see. So potentially 3 more Duseks, maybe 5. Who knows with this set? A lot of surprises. And if you know anything about Ken Colley, please check in. We're still looking to find Mr. Colley. So for AJ, our producer, Cary, I'm Ian Riccaboni. Please join us tomorrow night, and we will have another exciting edition. We're going to be talking about another thespian, Cary.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Very, very well accomplished, but one with a very embellished Internet Movie Database webpage.
All right.
So there you go.
Maybe it's finally going to be Hombre Montana.
We will see. Okay. He's coming. So thank you, AJ. Thank you, Cary. And thank you for watching 55 and 5.